Hey guys, Poro here with another MSI 2023 video, again with more bracket stage predictions at MSI. This video will cover JDG vs BLG and Golden Guardians vs Cloud9. Since I already went over the teams and their player breakdowns in each prior prediction video, I'll just touch up on what happened in their prior MSI series and how I think the teams stack up. BLG played against C9 first and it was a 3-0. C9 was able to generate early game leads with a 7-2 kill lead in Game 1, an 8-2 lead in Game 2, and a 4-2 lead in Game 3. However, they were completely outclassed in teamfights and general macro in all 3 games, leading to BLG comebacks in every single one. Fudge also couldn't find a way to break through Bin at any point in the series, leading to a fairly large top gap. More specifically, Bin was a key reason for BLG's Game 1 win, as he was able to stay even in lane against Kennen until his Merc Treads by it, which allowed him to accelerate the lane enough that he had enough gold to carry the game turning teamfight. Blabber was a bright spot for Cloud9 this series, finding many impressive plays and leads for the team, but it really was just BLG's team execution that won them the series. JDG vs Golden Guardians was also a 3-0, and it was a very equal series in many ways. Golden Guardians was able to keep Game 1's early game relatively even, but the game fell apart when Ruler got to pop off at a 14-minute dragon fight. Game 2 had Golden Guardians getting a 5k gold lead, but falling apart at a team fight that allowed JDG to get the Baron afterwards. Even Game 3, which was more of a JDG stomp, started out with a Stixay double kill with double buffs. The West as a whole this tournament have been able to secure early game leads in some games, but never has the macro or teamfighting ability to close the games out. So getting into the matchups, I'll talk about JDG vs BLG first. In LPL playoffs, JDG did defeat BLG not once, but twice. By pure history, JDG should have this. JDG also has a lot of advantages such as a favorable jungle, mid, bot, and support matchup. However, BLG has some strengths as well. They have what I still think is the favorable top matchup, and in terms of team play, JDG still looks like they're struggling. I don't think player gap is enough to turn the series alone. We also saw BLG proving that they have what it takes to beat JDG in the LPL tournament, and the meta in this MSI seems to be favoring BLG more than it is JDG. I've got BLG taking this series at 55 to 45 odds. Next up is C9 vs Golden Guardians, and again, both of these teams pose valid arguments. Golden Guardians was able to secure leads against JDG, and C9 was able to secure leads against BLG. Golden Guardians do also have the advantage in the sense that they're the only team out of the two who managed to take a game off of BLG. However, when comparing the Golden Guardians vs BLG series to the Cloud9 vs BLG series, it's important to note that Golden Guardians was never able to win out on an early game. In LCS finals, early game was the one edge Golden Guardians had over Cloud9. If Cloud9 has patched up their early game woes like we saw against BLG, that means Cloud9 has fixed their issue from that final. Additionally, I think these two team rosters match up quite poorly for Golden Guardians. While Fudge hasn't been able to break through Eastern tops like Licorice has, Fudge has also never faltered to domestic top laners, Licorice being no exception. I don't think Golden Guardians will be able to guarantee strong advantages in jungle or mid, and that bot lane favors Cloud9. All that said, it cannot be understated that Golden Guardians is heavily overperforming in this tournament so far, and I have faith in them to provide a stronger showing against Cloud9 than during the LCS season. I've got Cloud9 taking this one with 60 to 40 odds. That's all I've got for this one, and I'll see you guys with more predictions later. Bye!